Hi, it's Carrie with Carrie's Homemade Items. Today we will be making a beginner's or a simple junk journal. Um, a junk journal is a handmade book using lots of different paper. Hence this pile of paper here. We'll be going through and picking out the ones that we'll use. These were, from my knowledge, they started around 2011 by Rachel Jazzy's Creations on YouTube, as well as Pocketful of Vintage. Do not quote me if they're the ones that actually started it and created it, or if they're just the ones that made it more popular. So, to begin, gather all your little scraps that you want to use. Scissors, bone folder, adhesive, double-sided adhesive works, glue, your scoreboard if you think you'll need it to fold the papers in half, and let's start. I wanted to show y'all how I created some of my pages to begin with. This is a nice little trick that I learned. If you go in the beginning of the year to pharmacies and things, they give you free calendars. You can turn those calendars into junk journal pages. So if you know any place that throws them away, if they haven't given them away yet, ask them if you can have what they want to throw away. Mix a bunch of junk journals. In order to get the pages for the junk journal out of it, just cut the spine right there off. Come down here and you could trim the little hole off. And then you are left with pieces that look like this. They're all nice, tight, simple. I'm going to show you how I assembled mine. Both of these have words on the bottom. It talks about the picture. So I make sure the words go on the bottom. I use my double-sided tape. Put it there, here, here, all the way across the bottom, and then 2 strips in the middle. We're going to peel that paper off. See here. This one off. Don't worry, I have a trash can behind me. That's why I keep reaching back. Now, one last time, make sure your words go at the bottom so your pages don't end up upside down in your book. Then you just lay the other picture on top of the picture that you had just peeled the tape off of. Press it down. Fold it in half. And guess what we have? Junk journal page. How easy was that? Super, super cool. I used a whole calendar, folded all those pages in half. I've added some just plain cardstock sheets. Now I'm going to go through this pile. I have a couple strips like this. It's about 2.5, 3 inches. wide. I'm going to put those in, but the colors can be facing towards you, the outside of it. And that'll make pockets. So we're just going to randomly put them in here. And we'll see how it goes. Put that there. Also, on the back of calendars, another little tip. On the back of the calendars, most of them have a note section, contacts. Well, I've done cut out now. Let's see if this one has. That calendar don't have it either. But you'll see on the back of some calendars it says notes, and it'll give you all these lines and then contacts. You can also use those if you trim them down as journal lined paper in your little book. Just a bunch of little ideas. I'm going to throw a couple more in here. Actually, I want that to be a bigger pocket, so we'll put that there. And we shall do this one here. You don't want it too thick that your needle can't go through, or whatever you're using to poke a hole with. I know they make tools for that, but I don't have one yet. I would love to, but I just haven't broke down and bought one yet. The other thing is you have to really decide what one you want as your cover. Some people make cover pages bigger than the other pages. I say leave it like it is. I do mine all about the same. Now, if I was going to put a ton of pages in, then I'd do a bigger one for the cover. But not this go around. Now we just have to insert our holes and start assembling it better. So, grab your needle and thread. You will poke. You could do anywhere from 3 to 5 holes in it. Make sure all your papers are lined completely. As even as you want them, I should say. Now you want to fold, when you're poking a hole, your book some so you don't end up coming out the top instead of where the spine is. Those fold lines are actually our spine. And it can be kind of hard to do, depending on the type of paper you use. So I'm just using my desk to help go through it some. As you see, we're starting to come out there. Once you get your first hole, pull your thread and needle through. Leave a little tail on the inside. We're going to use that for tying off. Now I forgot one other piece that we need to put in there. But that's alright because I haven't made it yet completely assembled. But use an envelope to cover up your binding seam on the inside. So that first hole, just make sure you put the envelope right there and poke the hole actually through the envelope as well. I'm going to correct this by tucking my tail in, gluing that piece there down, and then I'll come back up through the hole again later and keep it in place. Now, go to the back side and poke a hole towards the inside. Again, keep your papers bent. Keep your papers bent as you're pushing your needle through. Once you get it all the way through, this can be very, very hard if you don't have the tool to do it. Then make sure you pull your thread nice and tight and that nothing is real loose. Still got a little straggler. There we go. Now we're going to fix my mistake from earlier with the envelope not putting it in its place correctly from first get-go around. So I'll hide that. So we will put that right there. And we will poke a hole through it. We will let that come through. We will now go to this side, poke a hole through it. And then we go back through our first hole, all the way to the other side. And then you have one more time to do that, or a couple more times if you're doing the 5 hole. Let's see here. Put my help there. And we're coming back through there. Keep pulling until your thread is nice and tight. And now that it's nice and tight, and we're on this side, we're going to go up here, poke another hole onto the inside. And once again, try to make sure your papers are as straight as can be. Start getting that needle on through. I'm going to cheat here for a moment didn't use the back of my scissors. My hand's giving out on me tonight. There we go. It's coming on up through. And now we're going to come back down here and go through this hole again. All the way to the outside. Or you could tie it off there if you'd like. And I think we will because my thread broke. So really your stitching is up to you how you would like to do it. This is kind of a bloopers in a way with the thread breaking, but we can make it work. Just goes to show you nothing's perfect, guys. Nothing. Remember that everything you do is exactly that. It's what you choose to do. Nothing has to look any certain way when it comes to crafts. Just trim down the tails. Now I am going to glue that down. It hides some of the stitching, but not much of it because the thread broke. But y'all get the idea, I'm sure. I'm sure y'all do. If not, you can always send me a message and I'll help you out the best I can. Now, to see what our junk journal looks like. This is the front page, the cover. Then we have a couple pages. Then we have note sections, cardstock, a couple more pages. That's going to be a pocket here, so let's glue this down. In order to do that, we're just going to run glue on this side. This side. And we'll do a little bit over here too, just so it holds better. Press it down and wait for the glue to dry. And then you have a pocket. Finish looking at some of our other pages. There's our envelope that's supposed to hide our binding. And you can actually use that as a pocket to tuck stuff in. We're going to glue these two down, the two writing papers down, just because I like that idea. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And I'm also going to make it where it can still be a pocket at the same time as the writing area. Let's take this scratch piece of paper here. And glue here. Glue all the way down here. And come up some. That didn't go as wide as I thought it would. So we'll just move our glue line over. There we go. And we'll do the same thing to the other one that's on the other side of the envelope. We'll take that scratch right there. Do a line here. Do a line through here. Down through here. Put this piece of paper behind that one so it don't stick to others, and just press that down. That now becomes a pocket, but you can also write on it.